What's going on, everybody? My name is Lgnd, and today is actually Story Time Saturday. I have a brand new commentary to bring you guys, and I went into my team chat and asked, what should I do a story on? My life, dreams, goals, aspirations, and the top-rated answer was how I lost my virginity. Yes, so that is going to be the topic today. So, as you can see, I just got home from work, repping that GOG, Grocery Outlet Gangsters. God, I can't wait to quit. As you can see, I just got my hair cut. I think it looks pretty balla. I don't know. But anyways, on with the story. So, Nick, how did you lose your virginity? Here's the story. I'm going to try and make it short and sweet for y'all. So I actually got my third girlfriend freshman year. I was 13, and she was in 8th grade. She was 13. I was 13. Anyways, so I was a freshman, she was in 8th grade. I was in a relationship with this girl for about 3.5 years. Funny story. Actually, really funny story, so you might want to stick around and wait. So we were really young, and so it took about 11 months for us to have sex. Yeah, it almost took a year, maybe 10 months. It almost took a year
Gay!
for me to have sex with this girl. But you know, we were both really young and innocent. We had no idea what we were doing. I never got a home run. I just got to third base and got tagged out on my way home. But, you know, we did other shit, but it took 11 months for me to finally penetrate the poos, if you know what I mean. So we were chilling, and I was like, you know, are you ready? Or not. And she said yeah. So I was like, alright, I'll get condoms and shit. So I was actually with my friend William. Shout out to you, William. So we went over to the gas station. Oh my god, it took me about 10 minutes to get the balls to buy condoms. And then when I bought them, here's what the dude says. Oh, fun night plan? And I was like, ah! I was like, why? That's the one thing I didn't want you to say. So I bought those, and I was like, and then my friend William went home, and I was like, okay, come over. So she came over, and we went on a little walk. Because we couldn't do it at my house. My parents were way too strict. Her parents were way too strict. We both came from really strict families, so we went for a little walk. It was about 8 p.m. and we were walking. That's usually what we did when we hung out. We went for a walk really late when it was dark so we could go and, you know, and we'd always walk the golf course. So we were walking down the golf course, and she was telling me how she had a bet with her friend who would lose their virginity first. And I'm like, all right, well, let's beat her real quick. And she's like, okay. So we go, we're walking on the golf course. It's 9 o'clock. It's pitch black. And we go into the middle of the golf course next to a tree. I put the condom on, and it didn't fit. And so I was like, oh shit. I had two sizes. I had large and one size fits all. So I put the large on, and it didn't fit. And then I put the one size fits all. It almost fit, so I was like, oh, fuck it. I started to go in, and it broke. And I was like, oh. It broke. I didn't get in. I, like, touched her, and it broke. Like, it was not meant to be. And that should have been my first sign. Then about a week later, she got birth control. Her mom got her birth control because her mom, you know, figured we were turning into teenagers. She better get her birth control. And I was like, holla! And after that day, I have never used a condom in my life. I probably have plenty of kids. So she's like, yeah, I'm on birth control. I'm like, does that mean don't you have to use a condom? She's like, I'd rather you do. And I'm like, can I please not? She's like, all right, fine. And so then we went on to a different golf course. We go to this, we used to hang out at this place called Cal Skate. That was where all the cool kids hung out. If anyone is watching this for some reason that lives in Roanoke Park, you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's where all the cool kids hung out. That's where we met, you know, that's where everyone went and smoked. I don't smoke, but anyways, we were hanging out at Cal Skate, and we were talking to our friends, and we were like, all right, we'll be right back. So we walked towards my friend William, who I was telling you about earlier. Walked towards her house. We're like, can we go into his house? I'm like, let me text him. I text him. He's like, no, I'm at my dad's house. I'm like, shit, we can't. And she's like, all right, whatever. And again, it's 11 o'clock at night, pitch black, about 32 degrees. And we're like, all right. So we stripped down. I lay down. Well, first, actually, I was on top. And she just kept, you know, crawling away. And I was like, bitch, get the fuck back here. And she was like, I can't. And then I'm like, all right, I'll get on my back. And so I got on my back. So I was like holding her. And I'm like, ready? And she's like, yeah. And I just grabbed her and I just went, boom, boom. And right at that moment, I just felt bullets penetrate my chest. Probably hurt more than she hurt. And then all of a sudden, I hear a patio door. And it opens. And I look over. I'm like, stop. And then she's like, what? I'm like, look. And I see a flashlight. And it shines right on us. In the middle of the fucking golf course at 11:30 at night, a flashlight shines. A fat like a fucking military-grade flashlight. And I just hear, hey! And I'm like, oh! So we jump up. Naked, no clothes on. We stood up and just dipped across the golf course, and it was a fun. I grabbed her clothes. I was like, go, and she ran, and then I grabbed all her shit, and I started running after her. And then we got to the edge of the golf course. We got our clothes on, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and we just started cracking up. And then all next thing I hear, can we get McDonald's? And I was like, fuck yeah, we can get McDonald's. And about a month later, I get a text. I haven't had my period. Fuck! It was fine. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story of how that happened. I really hoped you guys enjoyed. If you like this and want more stories like that, I have plenty of stories. If you have an idea for a story like, Nick, the first time you got drunk, oh, that's a funny story. Just put it down in the comments. If you like this, like the video, comment giving me ideas, subscribe if you're new. My name is Nick or Lgnd, and I'm signing out. See you later.